Hi, I'm Daina Leitold. I'm the costume designer on Carol Churchill's A Number. With a production like this, the fun thing is always with costume design, telling the characters' stories through costume. And in this case, we have one actor playing three characters. So Bernard 1 is the original child that was born to the dad named Salter. And then Bernard 2 is the clone of Bernard 1. In looking at these characters and who they are and how to tell that story through clothing, Bernard 1 is an outcast. He was literally outcast by his dad. So he's living on the periphery of society. He's a bit of a shady guy. That archetype was heavily leaned on in the decision of how to dress him. The inspirations for Bernard 1 started with, he's a t-shirt guy, he's in jeans and sneakers, and maybe it's a jean jacket, is it a leather jacket? And then Alex, the director, had ideas of it being a coat, a longer coat, which I went, oh, he's that kind of guy. And these archetypes make sense to us. Once they get brought up, I went, now just with that mention of the one clothing piece, I understand better also how the director sees the character too. Bernard 2 grew up with his dad in a relatively regular, happy home. He grew up knowing his dad very well, and so that's where it became real fun to play with. What do we wear that looks like our parents? What do we wear that emulates our parents? How is our environment an inspiration to us? So having known this home, we went more with the colors of the house, actually. We have experimented with ways of putting yellow and green, which are the colors in the set, into his costume. We initially had this idea for a very multicolored, busy, neither here nor there kind of dress shirt that was yellow and green. And we may or may not be going with that for the final production. With Michael Black, he had never met his dad, but exploring nature versus nurture is also a really fun thing to get to do in a project like this. With Michael Black, we thought it could be really interesting to have his costume mirror how we saw Salter in the first part of the play. Now, Salter, his look changes throughout the play, and at this point, when we finally meet Michael Black, the goal is that we've kind of forgotten the first Salter we met, but maybe we're reminding people a little bit of that first outfit, because Michael Black comes in wearing some similar pieces. He's never met his dad, but oddly, they dress reminiscent of one another.